person, something that merits imprisonment, that is IPC section 511. This person is enjoying state cover, state protection, and that is the clear evidence of it. Prashant now joins us live. Prashant, this is the talk and the cops have no answer. They cannot explain what was going on.
Absolutely, Anand. This is exactly what we were trying to question the cops. Even when they brought back both the culprits to the Sector 28 police station. But clearly the police officials do not want to comment on it because they know that they are in a soup. But clearly the way this entire investigation, if Anand, if you could just rewind back to 4 days back, they said that they do not have any CCTV footage. There were corroboration, there were, change of statements coming in, there were flip-flops coming in. But now, after a relentless coverage on Times Now and a campaign that we ran, I Stand with Varnika, the Chandigarh cops were forced to act, and now what we are seeing, both the culprits behind the bars. So this is not on. Even when they were arrested, they were given a VIP treatment. The red carpet was virtually rolled for them. There were queues and queues of policemen standing there guarding them. Instead of guarding the victim, here you have the Chandigarh police with the BJP government here guarding the accused here. So clearly the kind of VVIP treatment that he has got is something. But this is not all, Anand. What we are also given to believe is that the family of Vikas Barala, because remember, he happens to be a brat. He happens to be the son of one of the top MLAs here. In fact, the BJP president here. They are now in touch with the top advocates of the state and perhaps in Delhi to ensure that their son gets bail. And this is something that is happening on ground now. The family is all out to ensure that their son gets bail. But what about the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao? I just happened to look at the board, his nameplate in front of his house that says Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao at the top, and then his name comes.
No,
so isn't the irony dying?
We'll play that out. We'll play that out in the course of the news hour, Prashant. I just want to go full frame on these visuals, and if we can, we'll play that out. There is also a tape where Subhash Barala is standing on the dais and giving the pledge, taking the pledge of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. He's also saying we will not put our daughters in peril. We will take care of them. We will ensure that they are safeguarded. That's going to be played out. Now this is the visual when he was taken out in the DSP's car. That's an Innova, the DSP's car with the blue beacon for his medical test. So ye VIP treatment on the right. What's happening on the left is they swapped the car. It was not the DSP's car. It was a police escort vehicle after the media questioned the VIP treatment. But look at what's happening. You see this Endeavour, ladies and gentlemen, on your left? That Endeavour, that vehicle, that SUV, was the one in which he drove in when he surrendered to the cops early in the morning. When about 2:15, when he drove in to the police station, Sector 26, Thana, for the first time in Chandigarh, that was a vehicle he drove in and on. Now this is the pledge of Subhash Barala saying Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao ka hum pran lete hain, and he is asking all of them to take the pledge. And this is the reality on the left. The police vehicle, the Scorpio there, and the constable getting out of the Endeavour and getting into the Scorpio. This is the treatment given to the person who was stalking a Beti of Haryana. So what is going on? किसको बचाया जा रहा है, किसको पढ़ाया जा रहा है, किसको सिखाया जा रहा है, आप सब जानते हैं. This entire thing, the entire drama of them surrendering today or coming and presenting themselves before the cops itself has been enacted as if to make a hero out of them. And I'm going to open up the panel. We stay with these visuals if we can and show our guests also. Varnika Kundu and Mr. Virender Kundu joining us. Good evening, sir. Hi, Varnika. Thank you for joining us. And we are opening up, and I'm welcoming you here on the News Hour with the visuals, and I hope you can watch the television set with the visuals of a constable getting out of Vikas Barala's personal escort vehicle to the police vehicle to hand over something to him. This is the level to which the police are helping Vikas Barala. Can you hear me, Mr. Kundu?
Yes, I can. Well, are you asking me to comment on this?
I don't know, sir. As a father, what are you feeling?
See, my feeling is, well, technically, a person is innocent unless he is proven guilty. So I would not really have an issue with him being treated as a normal person, not as a criminal. Even though he did, you know, they did that heinous thing.
No,
you believe he is not guilty?
I firmly believe in the rule of law.
I agree, and I respect that sentiment. I respect that sentiment, Mr. Kundu, and I know exactly why you're making that statement, and I respect that sentiment. But I'm asking you as a father that when you see somebody who's accused, somebody who's supposed to be treated as any other criminal would be or any other accused will be, and when you see this kind of treatment being given, extended,
Well,
do you want to question the system? Do you want to question what's going on?
See, let me. I mean, you know, this is not really a big thing for me. The treatment or anything else that is given to him is not a big thing. What is really a big thing for me is that today on television I saw two boys who had the guts, who had the not even the guts, you know, who had the audacity to think that they can do anything and get away with it. They targeted a single woman on the roads, and my daughter had to run away from that night. And today my daughter is here with her face open out in the public, and they are going around covering their faces and covering from the cameras, and that is a victory that I feel as a father, you know. This reversal of power, and it has all been made possible by the entire number of people who have actually joined us in our fight. That is how I feel. I really feel warm inside seeing that sight, how those boys are trying to get into the armpits of the police cops, you know, who are bringing them just to avoid looking at the camera.
And to put it a little colloquially, Varnika, if I can come to you, we had viewers earlier in the evening when we put this visual out that's currently out on the show, on the screen. What your father was just talking about, them shielding their faces, covering their faces, and somebody said, Varnika, कि कल तक तो बड़े चौड़े हो रहे थे, शराब की नशे में धुत गाड़ी चला रहे थे, आज मुंह क्यों छुपा रहे हो, आज वो चौड़ कहाँ गई? That's exactly what was told to me, and I'm saying it, narrating it verbatim, Mr. Kundu. Is that exactly what you're also sensing in your head?
Absolutely. I am sensing that, and what I'm sensing is, you know, if this kind of a thing had happened in similar cases earlier, my daughter would not have been attacked. And if we hadn't done it, I feel, you know, as a father and Varnika, we started this fight purely so that if we hadn't stood up today, I'm sure a lot more girls would be subjected to this with complete impunity.
You are there through the course of the Newshour this evening, Mr. Kundu and Varnika. So I'm going to open this up and welcome our other guests, because they also want to have they would want to share a few things with you, ask you a few questions, and also share their experiences and their own sentiment. Good evening. Abba Singh is with me here. I also have Aditi Nagpal, who went through another horrific experience just the other day in Mumbai. Thankfully, that perv was caught within 12 hours. Aditi, thank you for joining me this evening. We have Ravina Raj Kohli, former president of Star TV, with us. Ashish Dikshit is there. Raman Malik is there. Akshay Dikshit is there with us. D. Rupa is with us, IPS officer from Bengaluru. So good evening to all of you. Let me ask IPS officer D. Rupa. You see this, Ms. Rupa, are police officials supposed to do this?
Yes, I can hear you.
Are police officers...
Well, law is very clear on this. There is the famous Law is very clear on this. There is the famous Lalit Kumari versus State of UP, in which the Supreme Court has laid down that when a cognizable offence is made out, the police have to register the case and they cannot shirk from it. And there is no scope for preliminary inquiry into this into the complaint even before registering the FIR. I think from what I understand of the whole situation is Ms. Varnika had also given in her complaint that there was an attempt to kidnap her, and there can't be any preliminary inquiry on this because law is very clear and Supreme Court judgment also has been very clear on this in Lalit Kumari versus State of UP. But the judgment pronouncement came in 2012, and then it is further supported by another case of Ramdev Foods versus State of Gujarat. The pronouncement came in 2015. Honorable Supreme Court has again said in this that if there is a scope for preliminary inquiry wherever cognizable offence is made out, then it gives a scope for the perpetrator to destroy the evidence and to get away, and that is and that also means denying justice to the victim. And therefore there can't be any preliminary inquiry in a case like this, which is a case which is an offence against the body, offence against the person, and therefore they should have registered the case without tampering with the complaint. First of all, prima facie, because investigation begins with FIR, which is just a prima facie reporting of the complainant's version of what the incident was. They should not have deleted the incidents, deleted the sections in the first place.
Not just deleted the sections. There is another thing Varnika wrote in her complaint to the police.
Case, which came out this year. In the last
Ms. Rupa, as a police officer, please tell me.
Upheld.
Please tell me.
Noticed that in spite of the women
can you hear me,
coming
Ms.
to
Rupa?
various positions and having made a headway in education and various fields, it is sad to note that crimes against women are on the rise, and therefore there is a need to ensure gender sensitization, attitude change, and change in the mindset of the society. And in such a judgment,
Ms. Rupa, can you hear me?
Very this year, I think tampering with the complaint in the first place is to, let down all of us and let down the system.
I just want to check, am I audible to you? Am I audible to you, Ms. Rupa? I think you've just dropped the earpiece, the talkback from which you can hear me. So we just put that back on. We'll just put that back on. But unko jari awaz, but I think she's dropped the earpiece down, so that's why she can't hear me. So we'll just put that back on in just a bit. Ravina Rajkoli, Varnika Kundu can hear you. Please tell me this, and Abba Singh is here, Akshay Dikshit is there. Akshay Dikshit, if somebody writes in their complaint that these people were drunk, if somebody writes in their complaint that there was an attempt to kidnap, and if the cops don't insist on a blood alcohol check, if the cops don't say, we will come with you to ensure that your blood alcohol levels are tested, and they add that section of Motor Vehicles Act of drunken driving into the FIR, if they don't do that, Ravina Rajkoli, what do you think is happening? And after they come out and say, oh, we are being impartial, it's a bipartisan probe, these people are going to come out and surrender 4 days later, present themselves at the cops. You see the visuals. Anand, what are you thinking?
Anand, I've been following this story and I've been looking at these remarkable women, and I am privileged to be in their company on your show tonight. I'm also privileged to know that there are fathers like Mr. Kundu here who are such amazing support systems to their brave daughters. I mean, I wish we had more fathers like him, and I wish we had less fathers like Mr. Barnala. Having said that, I also don't want to make this into a political debate, so I don't want Shaina to respond to me, because this is really not about politics as far as I'm concerned. Okay? This is about us living in a society where we have made our police system completely toothless and spineless. We have relegated them to the level of slaves of those who are rich, famous, powerful and politically connected, and I really hope that changes. If Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao is a campaign started by our Honorable Prime Minister and this extremely strongly placed political party in India's democracy today, then I think they need to add a Bete Ko Sikhao campaign. I think one of the things missing from the political agenda has been that women's issues, women's safety have never become a priority, and I'm not saying this as some shrill activist from somewhere. This is going to come up in a big way in the next election, and unless the government hears this loud and clear, that the heads have to roll when injustice is meted out to ordinary citizens, especially in cases like this where, women's issues are made trivial and the cops are used to squash cases and information and justice. So let's make this very, very clear to everybody. I don't care if this is BJP or Congress. We've had situations with Congress also. Look what happened with Jessica Lal.
Yeah.
Any political son and brat who is high on power thinks they can get away with it, and that is our fault as a society, and that is what we need to change. So I hope all the honorable ministers out there hear this. This public information, the use of the public platforms, public media,
but Ravina Rajkoli,
a real,
that's the reality, Ravina Rajkoli.
Campaign.
No, the reality is, and I keep asking this, Varnika,
Yes,
if you
and the
can hear
first
me.
thing that has to change is when police action like this, is carried out so openly and brazenly and so weakly, there is a big smirk to be heard which has not been heard yet. This is a joke. I think we need to be very clear that what happened under media pressure is great, but the first instinctive reaction of the police and the powers that be and the political class of Haryana was, oh, this will go away. Well, you know, there are women like Varnika Kundu and Aditi and DIG Rupa and other nameless, faceless, countless women who are going to stand up now and not let this happen anymore. This is the beginning, and I really hope we take this to the end.
Now, I think this is something the BJP should take back from the Newshour tonight. Beti bachao, beti padhao to acha hai, bete ko sikhao. That needs to be the first campaign. Varnika, remember the other day when we were speaking in the afternoon and you said, had these drunken guys not been out on the streets, you wouldn't have had to face the peril that you faced. And that's something that's perhaps the message that needs to go out. And I'm sure you've been watching the broadcast through the day. What is the sense that you get?
Well, I mean, like I've said, it's not that easy to, you know, change someone else's mindset. But that being said, also the support that's been pouring in, I've been saying this constantly that you know, this mindset is just a bad habit that we have at some point developed over the years. And it's just that's all it is. It's a bad habit, because I have seen the change. I have literally seen the change in the 4 days that I have been talking about this. I have had people get in touch with me from all parts of the country, from villages, from rural areas, from urban areas, who have raised their voices with me, who agree with me, who agree that it is boys like these who should not be out. It is boys like these who should have to answer questions. It is boys like these who should be answerable, not us, not women who are going around just minding their own business.
Not just that, it is boys like these who need to hide their faces. It is boys like these who need to cover up.
Exactly.
And they have done it inside a police vehicle. I think they should do it in society too. That's one of the ways society can punish them. I hope some of these khap panchayats which keep giving out diktats about women should not use mobile phones, women should not dress, should not wear jeans, they all come out and put out these kind of diktats that boys like these should wear burqas. Boys of these should wear a veil, and they'll have blinders. So they can only look at the path like horses, you know, they can't look left and right. That's the kind of diktats that we need to hear. Yes, Mr. Kundu.
Well, since you talk about khaps, I must tell you that we also belong to a khap. We are Jats from Haryana, and the khap is called Kundu khap. And they have, I'm told they have just made an announcement, why cannot girls roam around at any time of the day that they want to roam around. So the khaps are also changing because they're supporting us, they're there, and they see why there is a basic defect in treating women as second-class citizens of this country.
That's significant. That's fantastic. And if that's affecting a change in the mindset and in society, that's fantastic. Let's hope it also affects a change in the mindset of some of the leaders of the BJP who actually pick up posts put out by those close to the Baralas and then retweet that and then populate it to try and question and assassinate the character of those who have stood up to a certain level of injustice. Yes, China?
Anand, first I want to thank you for inviting me on today's show, because I feel that there is no person like Mr. Kundu. What he has echoed is the sentiment that every Indian echoes. Varnika, I owe you an apology, because there was mischief on my Twitter handle for 3 hours, for which I did complain. I hope you have seen my statements from the beginning, standing in solidarity with you, because I believe yours is not just the fight of yourself, it's of every woman in the 21st century who is sometimes looked down upon because she's out at a particular place or at a particular time and questioned. And I want to tell Ravina, I absolutely take your suggestion in great spirit, and I think we must have a Bete Ko Sikhao campaign, because that is really the need of the hour. When Mr. Kundu was speaking about what his true victory is, it really makes me, as a mother of a son and a daughter, feel that the actual shame that you are seeing on Vikas's face and the social ostracization of covering up his face is the biggest punishment. We can all talk about sections, we can all talk about the final punishment, whether he should be given bail or not given bail, how much jail sentence. Legal experts and the police administration are best to deal with that, and I'm sure it will be an impartial probe.
Well, that's something we are not sure of. Shaina, I knew you wanted to say something to Varnika, so I did not interrupt you. But here's the thing, Shaina, I'm sorry. I have to interrupt because we are not convinced tonight.
Just make one
we are not convinced tonight. That is something we're not convinced about.
May I just make one quick point to Varnika? May I just make one quick point? Varnika, I think that, you know, by your so boldly raising your voice, it is not just about this campaign and you, it's about crores of Indian women who face harassment, stalking, and I wouldn't even call it eve-teasing, face sexual harassment.
Shaina, one small question. Was your account ever hacked before?
This campaign has...
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Was your account hacked before?
If your password is misused,
has it ever been misused before? No, has it ever been misused
if you
before?
Have
no. Just a small question.
No, I think she has been candid enough to...
See, even Sunanda Pushkar, before she died, she came out and said my password was hacked.
I don't think I need to speak on this
further.
Right,
let's not take this.
If you want to get into a different deflectionary debate, it's your call. And Abhaji knows why she's doing it, so anyway,
Shaina, where is your MP from Chandigarh? Why did she not come on the first day to the police station to ensure that a complaint of abduction is not
wait. Varnika wants to say something. I think on Kiran Kher, she wants to say something. Yes, Varnika.
We didn't see her anywhere near first day. At least I have been on your channel from day one.
But she's been...
I just want to tell Shaina that I really appreciate...
Yes. Yeah, to Ms. Kiran Kher's credit, she's been constantly saying that we are with Varnika, but she wanted to say something. Let Varnika say something.
Words are not... Words failed this government.
Let Varnika say what she wants to say.
has become an embarrassment, a tokenism.
No, on her point. She has a point to make. Let her make it. Yes. Yes, Varnika. Before I go to Aditi and the others. Yes.
No, actually, I just want to, say to Shaina that I really, really appreciate your support. And I agree with everything you're saying. That's exactly my fight. My fight is for women who can't speak out. My fight is for women who can't file a complaint. And on that note, I would like you to know that if someone hacks your Twitter account, you should definitely voice it, you should definitely speak out, and you should definitely file a complaint. Yes. Because that's not fair to you, is it?
No, it's not. In fact, she knows who did it.
No.
So it's not about the hack, it's about the sacking. And I hope the sacking has happened, Shaina NC, and we'll let it rest there.
Both have happened.
Both have happened.
Both have happened.
So that's
Both
where.
Have happened.
So at least she's been candid to accept that. And she also said it. She was on the broadcast with me that day when the entire incident happened. We questioned Shaina NC, and she immediately not just apologized, but she also...
and please do view
sack the person who was responsible for the hack. But I want to bring in
against the cops who fudged up the FIR.
Correct.
Why no suspect?
Let's get to that.
Chandigarh, because when Varnika clearly said in the FIR that they tried to abduct me, then why only 354D stalking was put? And let me tell you, the problem with stalking is that is as per the Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013, first time stalking has been made bailable. Only second time stalking has been made non-bailable. So the police acted smart. So where are those cops? Why no heads have rolled? I am more
Let's ask
worried
Raman
about
Malik
that.
that.
You are not improving the system. You are not catching the culprit by the collar, and that is the problem, that the spokespersons have not gone and asked.
Let's ask Raman Malik this. The other aspect is
whatever Abha Singh is saying, this is totally incorrect. Legally, it is not permissible.
No, Akshay. What is not incorrect is that Varnika also clearly. Ashish, beg your pardon, Ashish. What Varnika clearly said in her file for complaint, not just about that she felt that they were trying to abduct her, they were also reeking of alcohol. That is something which was very evident. There was supposed to be a blood level alcohol test, the blood report that should have been done. Now the law, I'm sure you know this, that the law says that the cops have got the right of forceful test if the accused refused to go for a blood report or an alcohol test. If Varnika said they were reeking of alcohol and it was evident, even if you stand 2 or 3 feet within them, where is in the FIR, as per Motor Vehicles Act, the charge of drunk driving? Where is the action against the cop who did not apply that section in the FIR? Where is the action, Mr. Raman Malik, against that DCP who in 2.5 hours changed the offence from bailable to non-bailable to bailable? And the excuse that he gave, sir, this is not what the Kundus are asking, this is what I am asking and what the country is asking. This is what people are asking कि आपने उसके खिलाफ क्या एक्शन लिया? जो ये बोलता है कि मैंने आके पहले प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस दे दिया कि ये नॉन बेलेबल ऑफेंस है, फिर बोलता है मैंने पढ़ा नहीं, I didn't read the CRPC statement. पढ़ने के बाद वो बेलेबल ऑफेंस हो गया. What is the action you have taken against it?
So that the quantum of alcohol goes down. Yeah. They gave them enough time so that the test would be delayed, and even that quantum of alcohol.
Anand,
let him answer.
The other panelists would be kind enough to give some patience.
Yes.
Abhaji, I've been listening to everybody very calmly, and now let me on the onset clarify one thing. I'm here as a spokesperson for the BJP. I'm not spokesperson for the police and their department. Having said that, and whatever I have been seeing on various PCs and other clippings by the media channels, and through that medium only, I can only say this much, that the police has to answer for its own self, not the political party to answer for the police.
Sir, if that is the case, but Mr. Raman Malik,
having said that,
wait.
The police have
why you
worked.
Not taken action against the police?
Please let me answer, Anand.
No.
Anand, don't jump in. Don't jump in. Please let me answer. Abhaji, I've been very kind. I've been very patiently listening to you. Now you please have some patience.
Kidnappings and gundaism on the road.
Don't try and hackle me on the debate.
If you say Chandigarh police is under the government, it is the Home Ministry.
Don't try and hackle the debate,
No, but you have to give us answers.
This is not a court of law. This is a debate.
Let's see.
You have to make heads roll. Because we are worried about the system. It is not Varnika Kundu affair. Issue which we are worried.
Let's see what. No, Raman Malik.
I want to have a debate if I can have it.
Tell Mr. Rajnath Singh to take action.
Anand, it would be kind enough for you to manage the debate.
No, Abha Singh has raised her objections, but Raman Malik, please tell me this.
Anand, would you be kind enough to tell the lady to have some patience?
She's waiting. She's waiting. Now let me ask you this, sir. There are so many of our panelists and viewers who are watching.
That just because...
Ashish, 2 minutes. Please, I'll come to you. Ashish, please. Raman Malik, please tell me this.
Why are you jumping again and again?
No. Raman Malik, I'm asking you this. Agar if it is only the cops who are responsible to answer these questions, सारा दारोमदार पुलिस के ऊपर है, तो आप मुझे बताइए कि आज ये जो कांस्टेबल है ये अभी उतर के भाग रहा है, विकास बराला की एंडेवर से उतर के पुलिस जीप में भाग रहा है, किसकी क्यों भाग रहा है सर? आप एक बात बताइए, थोड़ी देर पहले दोपहर का शॉट दिखाऊं मैं आपको, डीएसपी जो है डीएसपी जो है विकास बराला का हाथ पकड़ के उसको उनकी गाड़ी में बिठा रहे हैं,
Listen,
ये
I
देखिए,
was not
no,
there
sir,
in
see this.
Chandigarh. I would definitely.
So we should ask
after
only the
looking
police
at
about
your
it.
Video.
We should ask only the police about it.
I would definitely try and find an answer and get back to you on this. I cannot answer on things which I do not have.
Sir, these have been going on for the whole day. Sir, please tell me.
On your channel.
आप
so
खुद शॉर्ट सर देखिए जिन्होंने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कहा कि धारा 511 और 365 इस पे ऐड की गई है वही उसका हाथ पकड़ के उसको अपनी गाड़ी में बिठा रहे हैं. Please watch it, sir. I am asking you based on the pictures. Pictures speak 1,000 words.
Sir, my humble submission is, Anand.
Sir, एक बाप और एक बेटी जो है एक वो बैठ के आपकी बात सुन रहे हैं वो they are the ones who are saying on the Newshour tonight that they still trust the cops. I am asking you, sir, if you were there, will you still trust the cops? I am asking you very candidly, sir.
The dharas that had to be put in are being extended. They are not being reduced.
तो एहसान कर रहे हैं सर. 5 दिन बाद आफ्टर 3 days of severe criticism from the entire country आप 2 धाराएं लगा रहे हैं जो आपको उस दिन रात को लगानी चाहिए थी. I'm sorry, Mr. Raman Malik. I did not want to raise my voice tonight, but please, I'm going to ask the IPS officer to answer this.
No.
D. Rupa, please tell me something. D. Rupa, please tell me. Look at what they are saying. That they have done the country. They have done the Braveheart a favor कि देखिए हमने तो धाराएं बढ़ाई. We have added the sections. They should have done this that night.
And Anand,
and drunk driving charge.
Drunk lawyers that will come from Barala's side, they are going to play on this. That this was an afterthought. This was put on pressure. This was not there. They have weakened the case when it comes at the time of trial. Let me tell you this as a lawyer.
Please tell me, Mr. Raman Malik, that the Baralas have already not sought the opinion of the Advocate General in the case.
I would like to understand, Anand.
D. Rupa, please respond.
Anand, I would like to understand. We have seen so many cases. We have seen so many cases, and I will
really
talk only of Haryana right now. Or I can give you other cases also.
No. Raman Malik, sorry. I request another 30 seconds from you. D. Rupa.
Different kind of signal.
D. Rupa.
That they are siding with the victims. No, it's really bad because justice should not. Yes. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, D. Rupa. Go ahead, please. Raman Malik, please calm down.
Norms of the police.
Justice.
D. Rupa, may I ask you this before you speak about it? Let me ask you this.
Looking at these,
that a young girl, please tell me this, ma'am. If you are the station in charge,
when I speak, people start speaking.
One minute, Raman Malik. I'll come to you, sir. You will have your own floor for 2 minutes after this. Let me ask D. Rupa this. I lost her in between. I wanted to ask her earlier. There is ma'am, imagine you are the station in charge, and there is a girl who walks into your station at 12:25 in the night and says, I was chased by somebody who deliberately tried to stop me over a stretch of 7 kilometers. They tried to bang open my car and also knock my car open. I am petrified, I am terrified. I need your help. And she recounts the complaint in which she says they were reeking of alcohol. They attempted to abduct me and I felt terrorized. They've been chasing me for a while. Please tell me, ma'am, what would you tell the girl? What would you tell her are the sections that apply and what needs to be done immediately?
The very fact that the very fact that she was not allowed to go where she wanted to go, to reach her destination, she was not allowed. She was chased for a few kilometers in different directions. That itself shows there is an intention to kidnap. And therefore, the sections, if the complainant had given that in her complaint, it should have been very well there in the FIR. Should not have been deleted or tampered with in the first place. And secondly, now about the footages of them being taken in the police vehicle. Yes, for medical tests at times, police vehicles only are used, of course, to take the victim, to take the accused to the medical test and bring him. But justice.
But have you ever offered your own personal vehicle sometime?
Seen to be done, and therefore,
have you ever offered your Blue Beacon vehicle?
Has no personal vehicle. Please understand.
When I said personal vehicle means the one for
carried.
अरे आशीष दीक्षित, addendum सुन लीजिए. मैंने बोला, have you offered your Blue Beacon vehicle, the vehicle assigned to you? I am asking an IPS officer that.
Yes, they are always taken in police vehicle.
Police
only,
vehicle, but
a DSP
the
or
blue
SHO,
beacon, blue batti wala vehicle assigned to an IPS officer. I am asking the IPS officer, let her answer.
Has blue beacon.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, super.
No, the blue,
yes, she's also saying yes.
Is in my state is used by the IPS officers, and definitely the vehicles allotted to the officers are not used for the purpose. It is done with the general pool. I mean, the general police station vehicle.
सुन लिया आपने? अब Ashish Dikshit, you want to say something?
Therefore, justice here is to be done. And
yes, I want to say something because
please. If that is giving a different,
they have been taken for conduct of medical tests. And as far as you are saying, they are holding hands. When a person is arrested, the police officer holds his hand and takes him anywhere because he is in his custody. That shows that police has really
that holding hands is different, sir.
Why is he holding hand?
That holding hand, like I said.
No, that's the holding hand.
Like I said, Ashish Dikshit, pictures speak 1,000 words. I am making
no, and this is very trivial issue
आप तस्वीरें देखें नहीं और ये भी होता है ना, ये भी होता है कि आपकी पर्सनल गाड़ी आगे जा रही है, उसमें से पुलिस वाला उतरता है and he enters the vehicle in which the accused are sitting. ये क्या हो रहा है फिर? ये क्या हो रहा है?
Which police officer wears a white pant? Can you tell me?
White pant. अरे खाकी यूनिफॉर्म में है पुलिस वाला.
He is not even constable.
अरे खाकी यूनिफॉर्म में पुलिस वाला.
Please open your eyes and see. He's
अरे खाकी यूनिफॉर्म में पुलिस वाला. आशीष दीक्षित चश्मा लग गया आपको.
Please see.
रवीना राज, please.
आप see. You are not able to.
Police holding.
Please open your eyes. See, it's a white color pant. It's not khaki.
अरे those are the headlights of the vehicle shining on the trouser. Come on. Are you
changing these are not even issues.
I don't.
He has been arrested.
I can't believe you, Ashish Dikshit. Come on. I can't believe you there.
Problem with that.
I can't believe you there.
The police officer is holding the hand.
Aditi Nagpal has been patient.
Most of the things I don't believe.
He's been patiently hearing.
Or he is to be conducted to.
Now, may I tell you, there is one legal issue which I need to point out for a minute, please.
No.
Personal vehicle.
Don't issue which is actually.
No, sir. Sir, there is so much happening. There is so much happening.
Important thing which the Chandigarh police has violated a Supreme Court judgment.
That this
Chandigarh
police should be taken into
for a minute, may I say
that justice is
someone has
happening.
To put the side of the accused also.
In the right direction, and that is the important.
You understand?
My point is, sir. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. They have not spoken much.
For a minute.
Suniye, Raman Malik and Ashish Dikshit.
For a minute. I have not even spoken. That's why
the people who have borne the brunt of it and who have suffered the horror have not spoken much tonight because they are listening.
You've been in Haryana for long.
Because they are listening.
This is not happening.
Yeah. Let me play that out.
They are listening, and you should appreciate what has been stated by Mr. Kundu.
Who's yet not got justice.
Right. Let's just play that out. And Aditi, I'll come across to you after that.
Now, may I say that the police has arrested them.
Wait. कोई एहसान नहीं किया उन्होंने.
Something which is very important.
कोई एहसान नहीं किया. They should have done this.
No.
They should have done this. They should have done this on Saturday morning. They should have done this on Saturday morning. They are doing it on Wednesday.
Delay justify करेगी.
I am sorry, they could not have arrested them. They are violating law.
Anand, can I come in, please?
365 IPC का charge लगाया.
Anand,
may I tell you that it's an offence which is punishable less than 7 years.
No, wait.
They were called upon after issuance of notice to join investigation. Under what circumstances were they arrested?
Ashish,
Supreme Court clearly says in Arresh
Ashish, viewer sentiment, you are raising the irritant level on the Newshour tonight. Please don't do it. रुक जाइए, मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ. रुक जाइए, प्लीज रुक जाइए. आशीष, प्लीज रुक जाइए अभी. आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग यू, आशीष, प्लीज वेट. I'll come to you. Raman Malik, I want to play out another case related to the Barala family. This minor has spoken out.
Listen to me first.
I'll come to you, sir. I will come to you. My assurance, I want to play this out and go to Aditi Nagpal first, and then I'll come to you. Yes. Let's play that out, please.
No. Please listen to one statement.
मैं मंदिर में गई थी रात के टाइम. वहाँ से लोग मुझे लेके गए और गाड़ी में थे कुलदीप बराला, उसके बड़े भाई, उसके मौसा जी, उसकी मम्मी, उसकी बड़ी बहन और उसकी भाभी और एक वो खुद था. फिर उन्होंने मुझे रात पे अपने घर रखा. उसकी मम्मी ने मेरे साथ तो मारपीट की और फिर मेरे घर वालों को पता लगा कि मैं वहाँ हूँ तो तो मेरे घर वालों ने कहा कि हमें लड़की दे दो, हम फैसला कर लेंगे वगैरह वगैरह। उल्टा धमकी देने लगी कि अपने फैमिली के खिलाफ ही तुझे बोलना है, कि तुझे लड़की का नाम नहीं लेना, क्योंकि वो पॉलिटिकल में है, कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, पावर है उनके पास, क्योंकि उनकी सरकार है टाइम पे। मुझे वर्णिका को देख के स्पॉट मिला कि इस लड़की में भी इतनी हिम्मत है, तो फिर मुझ में क्यों नहीं।
आपने इसको देखकर, आपने भी इसको देख आगे कदम उठाया ही।
हाँ जी, बस।
Well, there are many who are coming out in support. There are others who have said that it is because Varnika stood up, we have had the courage to stand up and speak out. The minor also saying the same thing, Varnika. So that's where what you started out to do, and you said, I hope others speak out, that's coming to the fore. I'm just going to bring in Aditi, who also suffered a similar instance like you did, albeit in a far more bizarre manner. Aditi, thank you for your patience. But you hear the opinions of the people on the panel. It is always, tell us about your experience.
I've already spoken about my experience. I would.
No, I know, but when you go ahead,
obviously reiterate it here again. I thought this panel is about. I know. I just anticipated this panel, this discussion to go somewhere else, but it's becoming. It's actually politicizing the whole issue. Having said that, that doesn't matter. I think my case also draws parallel to Varnika Kundu's case, though it's a little different in the format that she was, I think, I know that she was stalked on the streets of Chandigarh while my stalker actually came up to my house, lurked in my building, a place that we, you know, in our heads think is secure. When we shut our doors, when we draw our curtains, we feel we're safe. And the reason I took away time tonight again from this late hour away from my very scared children is only because I want to bring light to the fact that you have to stand up and fight. So I didn't run away. I went and faced my stalker at 3 o'clock in the morning. I walked up to his car. I didn't have a phone in my hand. I had no one to call because in that rush I forgot my phone upstairs in my house as well. I went to the police station. I lodged my complaint. Mumbai police has been very, very superiorly, you know, fast at response time. My case got viral also because of Varnika, because there is, you know, a big case going on. The only difference being there is no big daddy to my accused. But I hope that I find justice. I hope she finds justice. I hope every woman who complains, who raises her voice, finds justice. That's all.
Do you also see, there is a chain, there is a reaction that is happening. Varnika, you started it. Aditi, you've taken it forward, you've shown the courage. But it's also important, isn't it, between Aditi and Varnika, if you will talk about it, that the system works in your favor. The system helps you out. In your case, like you said, Aditi, the guy did not have any big daddy, and there was some response because of what was happening around Varnika's case. Varnika, you want to react to Aditi?
Absolutely. Absolutely, I think.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this system is built specifically for people like us, right? So, why is there any chance that it should not work? And I think Aditi's case is a great example of exactly how the system should work. I think the guy's behind bars now.
Yes.
So this is it. I mean, and I'm so glad that people are coming forward. I spoke with a few women yesterday who have also spoken out about things that happened with them. I think Aditi was there as well, and I'm glad that the minor woman who's you know, who was kidnapped has also come out and spoken, because you know, Aditi was saved and I was saved, but I don't think the minor girl was safe. She couldn't escape, and even after having to go through all of that, she still couldn't get justice till someone else spoke up. And that is exactly what needs to change now. And I hope that with this movement, that is exactly what's going to change. I hope that women come forward every day with, you know, with more stories about how things happened with them and get justice. Because if we demand justice, only then will we get it.
Yes. And something has to be done about this Barala family. I
absolutely reckon with you, Varnika, and more power to you.
Yes, Aditi.
I would say more power to the media, because it has relentlessly carried on this crusade, because there are so many cases which happen, but since the media is not there, they manage to be buried underground. So I would say this case could reach the logical conclusion, because the channels and times now were on it from morning till night, and I think that was the reason that the politicians also were on a back foot.
Not just that. See, for us also it is important that people like Varnika, people like Aditi speak out.
I have to keep waiting.
Yes, Raman Malik. आपको थोड़ा सा इंतजार करना पड़ा, आप इरिटेट हो गए.
Right, thank you.
इनको अब आप बताइए, इनको 5 दिन, इनको आपको थोड़ा सा इंतजार करना पड़ा, आप इरिटेट हो गए. Now Varnika has been waiting for 5 days for the right charges to be applied. Now, how long will she have to apply for? Will she have to wait before justice is delivered? How long will Aditi? She just said this whole thing has just begun. ये प्रकरण, ये प्रक्रिया अभी शुरू हुई है. ये अभी शुरू हुई है. How long will that 16-year-old have to wait till she gets justice?
Let's not compare the two.
No, of course.
Let's not compare the two. And let me please
Sir, आपको 10 मिनट बोलने नहीं दिया, आप irritate हो गए इतना. इनको 4 दिन, they have to wait for 4 days. They have to wait for 4 days to get the right sections in place.
मैं तो आपसे
and they still have to show patience.
I'm asking for your permission. I am not getting irritated. I'm asking for your permission.
Please, go ahead.
And that too very humbly, sir.
Yes.
I've been addressing you. I've been requesting you.
Yes, you have.
So please,
Anand, may I come in for
now
a minute?
please let me speak what I have to say. Mr. Kundu has very rightly said.
Last words from Raman Malik. I have to wind up.
Is to talk about this issue and this problem in the society. Let's understand two things. Mr. Kundu is far more experienced than I am into this system. He has seen various politicians, he has seen various bureaucrats, he has seen the society far more than I have. And I humbly do submit here that there is a big change that has happened, and Mr. Kundu would appreciate that whatever has happened today did not happen either in Ruchika Godara's case or in Chand of Fiza's case, or for that matter Shashi Tharoor's case. So there is a change, whether it is from the society, whether it is because of the media, that is irrespective.
So is this change? Is this change for real? Sir, we'll see. We'll wait and watch. Is this change for real? We'll believe it when the CCTV footage is produced. We'll believe it when the blood alcohol levels in the blood report are produced. We'll believe it when the fingerprint test and forensic reports are produced. We'll believe all of that. We'll believe this when it all happens. And we're there with Varnika, with Aditi to take it to fruition. You're not fighting this battle alone. You're not. I have to wind up. Ravina Rajkoli, I'm sorry. I have to wind up. I'm way over time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.